Today I almost died.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story real fast before I go to sleep. Sunday, we had brunch, right? 313 and PV, like the people from Detroit and Puerto Viejo. So we all decided to get together because we know that we're here, but we're not all in the same place at the same time. One of the guys that's there tells us about this hidden waterfall, Shalice. Of course, got my name all over it. He's supposed to go with us. Let's go. I texted him the night before. Hey, we're still up for it? No, I'm going with my brother. Cool. He wrote out explicit instructions. I need to read these instructions because then you'll understand what I mean. And they say straight up the hill over the 2x4 bridge, another 15 meters, and go to the right. It will be a section of the gate down. You'll see a little opening in the forest. Just follow that path straight. Turn left, go under the branch, and keep straight.
Simple.
This is us when we are on our way, like starting the little hike.
We want to find this hidden waterfall. I see people park back here. Let's see how long it takes us. I literally almost died.
Brenda goes, Auntie, you may not make it at 11:30. We begin our ascent.
We made it to the jungle real quick. Okay. Okay, Dirt.
And we reach this little creek that we cross. And so with the crossing of the creek, I'm like, oh, we're almost there because the creek must be flowing into the waterfall.
Oh, okay, yeah. So be careful, because this looks like a slippery slope that might end your life. No, it won't end your life.
We cross the creek. This is like hiking in Mount Kilimanjaro. Aha, aha. And it's kind of dry and tropical, beautiful, taking pictures of the landscape, the greenery. As we begin to cross the creek, I look down and it gets a little muddier. And I see Brenda's shoes for the first time. And I say, did you have anything with the strap? She says, well, yeah, I did. We keep walking.
Somebody lost their flip flop and left it. It was at this precise moment that I realized how everybody lost their flip flops. See, I didn't realize I was recording, but I knew from the looks of it, those shoes weren't gonna make it. I ran back up to Brenda and asked if she wanted to turn around. Nope, she didn't want any help. She was good. So she went barefoot, as any Costa Rican expat would. And we continued to cross the bridge. Let me run this back for you. Remember the 2x4 bridge? Literally, a 2x4 bridge. I'm like Dora the Explorer. There it is. I wiped the mud off that was stuck in the serrated part of my shoes, and then I balanced, beamed, and crossed the bridge. I waited over there for Brenda, held my hand out, and she made it.
When the guy said a 2x4 bridge, for some reason, a 2x4 did not register in my brain. Like, I'm thinking it's some speak, some type of, I don't know, colloquialism. 2x4, 4x4, like not a real 2x4 laid across a creek full of rocks that if you fall, it's not gonna end well. We crossed the 2x4. Brenda's barefoot at this point. I have mud stuck all in my little serrated sandals at the bottom, the hiking sandals that I bragged about. And we both are a little slipping on this literally 2x4 laid across this thing. Okay, we get beyond that. And 15 meters, 15 times 3 is 45. So that's 45 feet, literally 45 steps. And we turn to the right to the break in the gate. Remember? We didn't. We kept going because Brenda didn't have shoes on and we were just trying to get to the waterfall. As we began to see more spiders like webs walking into them and stuff. I say, hey, let me pull out these instructions again. And then I say 15 meters. 15 meters, 45 feet. That's like 45 steps. We need to turn around and go back. Now, at this point, we've gone up and down and up and down and up and down. But the instructions didn't say go up and down. It said 15 meters, turn to the right with a break in the gate. That's what it said. We turn back around and we eyeball the 2x4 to the left. And she's like, Auntie, this can't be the break in the gate. And I was like, yeah, it's the break in the gate. The only part of the gate that's down. So I finally find a thick enough stick, get rid of one web, before I get rid of another one. So I'm slowly wrapping it around the stick and politely placing it over. I'm displacing. See, I'm in somebody else's house. I want to act like I got a little bit of manners. I do want to get somewhere, but I'm politely just wrapping it up with the spider I know somewhere in there, and I'm placing it down.
As a black girl, do you know what I fear more than a spider? A spider crawling in my hair, getting lost, laying eggs, and them hatching in my brain. And so that's what I'm most afraid of at this precise moment.
And as we walk down, she falls. By the third step, she fell.
And yet, falling is not one of those things that ever crossed my mind as a concern. I'm wondering the incubation period before the eggs hatch that the spider just laid in my hair.
But when she fell, the noise she made, like, what the heck is going on? Like,
Can she see the eggs hatching right now?
my foot, something bit me. I said, oh, probably the leaf cutter ant. Before she sacrificed the sandal, she would remind me, like, Auntie, keep your feet moving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I help her up. And I say, you want to turn around? And she said, Auntie, yes, I do. I said, okay, we going. And I turn around immediately. As we make our way back past the spiders that we have displaced, we bust a left. We walk, walk, slip, walk, walk, slip. And that's our whole way back down until we walk past this gate. Now it's a wooden gate entryway on the left and it's one on the right. And on the left is open. This left. It's open. And Brenda says, somebody's been in there because that was not open when we came. I said, absolutely. It was. Walked probably 12 paces, maybe 45, 15 meters. And two big ass dogs, like German shepherds mixed with bear, come burrowing out at us like roof, 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 at high speed. And Brenda freezes. Meanwhile, I don't know what to do. We're about to have to fight these dogs. And they get to Brenda and stop as if it was a wall right there in front of her. And they looked and turned around. But she stood there in shock when they went.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
Back to the other gate. And I caught it. The aftershock. I don't even know how I reached my phone to pull it out, but I did. I have never been so afraid in my life. I said.
You know how we almost met our maker, but check this piece out.
As we begin to walk, there's this man that comes and walks across the way, like the pathway that we were taking to the secret, hidden, beautiful waterfall. And he just looks at us. And he goes inside the gate that the dogs went in. And I looked at Brenda and I said, Brenda, we tried and we failed. We didn't make it. And you know what? I do not recommend to anybody. I don't. She said 0 out of 10. I do not recommend. As we walk, we see more missing sandals. I wonder if the missing sandals is from getting their feet stuck in the mud or from running from the dogs. At this point, I begin to question.
Why didn't I pay more attention when they talked about the gestational period of spiders in school?
Then we make it back to my apartment. We're sweating, like drip sweating like my daddy. We didn't die.
The information in the rest of the story is critical for any pursuers of the secret waterfall. Whew. So we out. I mean,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I do not. Are you good?
Ma'am.
I do not recommend.
0 out of 10. Don't recommend.
Yeah.
When we walk up, Mr. Stewart is like, "Where are you ladies coming from?" Mr. Stewart explains to us that that's Peter's land, the one that owns the chocolate factory. Oh no, that was private land. He said, "Was there a 2x4 or a
If I
bridge
never
that
see another
covered
2x4
the
bridge
creek?"
again,
I said, "Yes." He
it'll
said,
be
"Oh,
too
that's
soon.
Peter's land." I said, "Does Peter have two big bear-looking dogs?" And Mr. Stewart goes, "Oh, Peter has dogs. I've never seen them. I don't know what kind they are, but he has dogs." I said, "Okay." That was his private land. I think back to the break in the gate. You know, there are people that put fences up around their property to keep people out. If there's a break in the fence, it's probably not the owner that broke the gate. Could have been a tree that had fallen, could have been someone that went to watch a waterfall. Could be a lot of things, but for sure, it was meant to keep us out. Peter, if you're listening to this, I am sorry. Number two, what the hell you do to them dogs to keep them so well maintained in this jungle? Number three, how did they stop at Brenda? How did you train those dogs like that? Or is it something special that Brenda has? We thought we were going to die. We don't mean any harm. All we wanted to do was see the waterfall in this beautiful jungle. That's it. We won't be back. And Brenda says 0 out of 10. She does not recommend. I'm gonna keep the dirt off.
God. Literally almost died.